Hello, it's 7:30 and welcome to the weather update. You are looking at a heavy downpour that occurred while I was in Hicksville this evening, but not everybody got these downpours. But after the downpour, boy, it felt like a swamp out there. Today was brutal. Looking at the radar right now, you can see some of that. This is what was the heavy downpour moved over here, out over the Long Island Sound, then another one over Fairfield County, Connecticut. And there's some more rain showers off to the west, but no severe weather on this map. In fact, we have no lightning either, so no lightning. Whoa, it said 455 strikes. Where is that lightning coming from? Must be a storm somewhere that's producing it. All right, no, it's not. It's not. It was an error. It was an error. No, 30 strikes a minute. Yeah, and that's mainly from this thunderstorm here. So we really don't have much lightning out there, as you can see on the maps. Kind of quiet, but it was a very brutal, steamy day. We got an air quality. We have an air quality alert in effect as well. Let's go look at what the current conditions are right now across the area, and you will see that things actually have gotten a little better. They were worse earlier on. Dew points have actually dropped, and I noticed the lower dew points. When I got back into Mineola, I noticed that the dew points, it felt drier. Temperature's still in the mid-70s. You can see it's a little cooler on the North Shore. This is probably where a shower was. So we have this little dry front moving through that's causing this change in the humidity that we're seeing. So the humidity will start dropping, but it was quite high an hour or two ago. You can see dew point's actually down, 58-degree dew point in the city. Temperature 76, Central Park. Now, if you're still in Jersey, you're still dealing with humid air, 71, and the dew point is 69 in Toms River. But there is some drier air moving into the picture. Let's go look at what the high temperatures were today across the area. No sea breeze, so that means everybody got close to 90 degrees. We have an 89 in Carl Place, an 88 at Farmingdale, an 88 at Islip MacArthur. It felt hotter than that, though. I got to say, it felt way hotter than that with the humidity. Notice on the South Shore, not really much of a sea breeze. They got close to 92 as well. You'd have to go a little further out east to see a little more of a sea breeze. Sayville 82. That station in Bellport only got up to 75. That Bellport station, I am so jealous of them, man. They avoid a lot of the heat. 78 in East Mauritius. West Hampton was 84. If you were out east in the Hamptons, 81 was the high in East Hampton. And now let's go look at New York City. And yeah, very hot at LaGuardia. 91 was your high at LaGuardia Airport. 88 at Central Park. Even JFK hit 90. So the sea breeze, again, you have to go further east. When you have that southwesterly wind, it doesn't really, Nassau County doesn't really get it that well because we're just too close to New Jersey. And speaking of New Jersey, let's see how hot it got in the usual hot spots of New Jersey here, like in Toms River. 90 degrees in Toms River. Yeah, so highs were around 90. I see a 93 in Bayville. So that's about right. So pretty brutal conditions today. Like I said, it felt worse with the combination of the sun and the humidity. It just was really oppressive with that humidity. And we're going to look at some of the we're going to look at some more observations on the underground site, which decided to not work. Let's see. It better work. I need you to work today. Well, it looks like Underground does not want to work. That's not good. All right, no Underground today. We're gonna have to use this instead. I do apologize for that, but now this doesn't want to work. Oh no, I'm looking at historical. Let me go back to station plot. What is going on here with this thing? Why am I not getting anything? It was working a minute ago. Now this doesn't want to work. I don't know what's going on here. This is really annoying. Here we go. At least I got Underground to work. All right, well, At least we got one. I don't know what it was. Maybe the internet stopped working for a little while. I don't know what that was about. It was a brutal day, though. Not a day you want to be outside, but they were working, and I had no choice. It got pretty loud in the afternoon. The good news is they are going to fix that hole in the wall that I brought up last night that I had to clean after. And, that apartment that actually there, it was actually a larger apartment. It's actually a 2-bedroom apartment, so they're going to be working on that a while. And I feel bad for anyone working in this kind of heat today. Because it is rough, and like I said, anyone who does construction, physical labor in this kind of weather, they have my respect. Because I could never handle that. I would die, probably have heat stroke and die. Some people, they have a higher tolerance. So 72 right now at Carl Place. So let's take a look at some of the conditions today, and you'll see how hot it got. So Carl Place got up to upper 80s, and you can see the dew point was pretty high up there too. And then what wound up happening is you had that rain shower which dropped the temperatures down, and you see that rain shower gave 0.16 was the precipitation that Carl Place got from it. It was a little heavier as it moved east, but after that rain, the dew point shot up, but the temperature went down. So this is what the conditions were in Carl Place. Actually, it didn't seem all that bad. I don't know. It felt worse in Hicksville, so we're going to have to look at Hicksville and see, because it felt a lot worse than that, honestly. When I was in Mineola, it was bad, but when I got to Hicksville, it felt even worse there than it did here, which is unusual, because usually Mineola is hotter than Hicksville. So let's look at this one. Well, this is Jericho, but this is close enough to the area. Let's see. Because maybe it was hotter there. All right, that station's not working properly. There's no way it hit 95. I'm not going to use that station. Let's look at this one. Some stations, they just don't give you a proper. So they got 0.17 over there for precipitation. This is a little more realistic. So yeah, it was actually hotter there. It got up to 90. Very humid. Dew point up near 70. And then you got that rain. And after that rain, boy, it felt steamy. Dew points rose into the 70s. It was just sultry out there. Sultry. Let me look at another station here. It's close enough, I guess. So let's see if it was any better on the South Shore. Yeah, you got to see what it was like, because you can see the South Shore probably didn't get much relief either. So here's Seaford. Let's see what they hit. Because I don't think there was much of a sea breeze in Nassau County at all. It says 87, so yeah, probably not. Yep, they were in the mid-80s. It did start coming down around 4 o'clock, but that's probably with that rain that got closer. The dew points were higher, though. It was actually more humid. But look at that. See the dew point drop off there at the end? That is that dry air that moved in. So again, if we look at the Carl Place station, I'll show you what I mean with the dry air. When you look at this chart, you see, look at the dew point, take a drop right there, right around 7 o'clock. That's that dry front that came through, and that's why it feels better outside now than it did earlier. Let's go further east here, because obviously there was not a sea breeze on the South Shore of Nassau, but there was in Suffolk County. And if you're right on the water, like Fire Island Pines, that's a Sayville. Let's do Cherry Grove. All right, if you're right on the water, you probably didn't even hit 80 today, I bet. You're right on the ocean. You got to be right on the ocean. Forget about the bay. You got to be right on the ocean. So let's see. Yeah, look at that. Oh, man, I am jealous. They were only in the 60s today, upper 60s. Oh, nice and comfortable. If you were right at the beach, man, it was nice. It was nice. But look at what happened when the wind went to the west, because they had a sea breeze, but then when that dry front came through, pushed the wind to the west, and the temperature shot up to 71. So, yeah, you have to be right on the water. If you're right on the ocean, you definitely are getting a good amount of relief. But you got to be right on the ocean to get that relief. And if you're in North Patchogue, you're not going to get that relief. It was probably hot there, too, today. Let's see. Bet you it was hot there with no sea breeze as well. Probably. So let's see. Yeah, upper 80s, no sea breeze. And it didn't really start dropping. Maybe this was a sea breeze, or maybe this was rainfall. that drop the temperatures, or clouds just coming in drop the temperatures. And he's still get that dew point drop, but it's taking a little while to work into Suffolk County, which is interesting. So let's look at another station. And I know I spent a lot of time on the observations, but I just think it's very interesting. Now, if you compare the sea breeze that we saw in let's do West End. Why does that say North Lynbrook? All right, I don't think that's Lynbrook. Yeah, it says LBNY. So let's see what they were in Long Beach. You can see not as cool there. They got in the low 80s. So again, the closer they are to Jersey, look at the dew point dropping off the cliff there with that dry air that came in. That's quite interesting. So this was a dry front, but it didn't really produce much in the way of thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms here. It could have, but the conditions just weren't favorable. So let's lastly go and look at the hottest place we can find, which is west of Toms River, where I'm sure they were in the 90s today. And it's still humid there, too, by the way. So let's see. Yep, they got up to 91, but then it did start dropping off in the afternoon into the 80s. And they did see that dew point drop, too. So they do have the dry front that did come through there as well. So you got to see the dry front there. Very interesting. So let's get to the next thing, which is, yes, the hurricanes. Let's, Tropical Depression Claudette. I mean, I'm not really going to spend a lot of time about it because it's just a very weak tropical depression. It's just going to bring some heavy rains to this area. It was a tropical storm. We'll look at it on the satellite. This is what it looks like. Very weak, very disorganized. It's just going to bring a lot of rain to, and you can see it's it's inland now. So you can see it's just very weak, disorganized, and bringing a lot of rain basically to these areas. But there is impressive convection, so you do have the more of a threat of just severe thunderstorms with this, probably with heavy rain. If we look at the radar here to where Claudette is, this is what it looks like. So it doesn't even bear it really. You're just getting a lot of heavy rain. Basically, out of this. Heavy rain, heavy thunderstorms. Not a lot of wind. The main threat's going to be flooding. Let's go to tropical tidbits, and we'll look at the weather now. What we're going to be having. So you can see on the GFS, that is what's left of Claudette. As we work into tomorrow, some dry air gets in here. We should have sunshine, and it should be a dry day. And then we start seeing a little more of that moisture return to the picture with the southwest to south flow on Monday. And we may get some of the moisture wrapped up in this cold front from Claudette that we're going to try to get through here on Tuesday. And then Wednesday should be a nice day. Thursday, the high moves offshore, and then we would have to worry about the next system there that would come through. And that could be a stall front syndrome that we might be dealing with after that. If we look at the temperature anomaly forecast, as we head into tomorrow, you'll see we're going to be a little bit above normal tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be a lot above normal. Not that much, actually. Probably 5 degrees above normal. Like I said, not 85, 86 for a high is about 5 to 6 degrees above normal. You can see where the cool air is coming. Here comes the cool air. It gets into the east. We're going to enjoy some of that cool air. And let's see if we see any really big heat ups. And right now, not really. So not really looking like there are any really major heat waves, at least for us. It's mainly out west that they're dealing with that. So let's go take a closer look at our area regions, and we will go and look at the HRRR, which is the 18Z. That's all I have for it, if I want to use the one that goes far enough out. So it's handled things pretty well, I think. And we'll see some isolated showers tonight, and then it dries up tomorrow. And then there could be some super isolated showers of thunderstorms that could form some instability over Connecticut and southern New England. But I don't think that gets here, so we're going to be dry tomorrow. Maybe it's showing some small little showers popping up over Jersey, perhaps. But we're going to see more of that widespread rain. This could be the remnants of Claudette. Who knows? Maybe it'll get reinvigorated as it moves out over the ocean again. Let's go look at our temperatures. So it's going to be muggy night tonight. Well, not that muggy. It's a little drier, but it's not going to get that cool tonight. It's just going to go down to the 60s, and that sets us up for kind of a warm to hot day tomorrow. We're going to be above normal, 5 degrees above normal. So highs in the mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s, maybe close to 90 if you're in New Jersey. And then for tomorrow, at night it'll be warm again, and then we do it again on Monday with the heat. Though it looks like it's more over New Jersey because of the southerly winds. Let's go look at the dew points, because this is where we should get relief from, and you're feeling that relief tonight. So you can see that drier air working into the area, but it's just to the north of us. So we're kind of on the southern boundary of this drier air, but dew points over Long Island should be in the low 60s. It's not going to feel that dry. But however, when I'm looking at the wind arrows, we start off with the west wind, but then by the afternoon, it looks like there is a sea breeze that does develop on the South Shore. So that would definitely bring relief to the South Shore as far as lowering the temperatures there. And then we stick with that southerly wind into Monday. Pretty good. That's a good southerly wind direction. So it's going to bring a lot of humidity, but also it's going to bring a sea breeze with the air going over the ocean, and temperatures being cooler on Long Island because of that. So now let's move this along to the GFS. And you can see all that humidity there, and here comes this front, but you see it's going to take a little time to get through. It'll eventually make it offshore later Tuesday, and then we have nice dry air for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we start seeing the return of the humidity maybe by next weekend again, with a southerly flow, and a pretty strong one at that. And again, at least it's a southerly flow, so that means it's a sea breeze for us. So let's go take a look at our air temperatures as we head. This is the GFS as we head into Sunday, pretty much in agreement with the HRRR. Again, Monday, you can see the heat is going to be over Jersey, but the southerly flow should keep Long Island a lot better. And then here comes that front for Tuesday, and you can see the heat being pushed out. And then for Wednesday, we're going to have a nice day with similar to what we had a couple of days ago, with hopefully some nice sunny skies, highs in the upper 70s to around 80, which is right around normal for this time of the year, and maybe a couple of shades cooler on Thursday with more of an onshore flow, and temperatures in the mid 70s on Long Island with the sea breeze. And then here's Friday, so things start to heat up a little bit as you get toward the weekend. But again, here comes another front trying to come through. We'll have to see. This front may get hung up. That's a whole weekend away. I'm not gonna, that far out. Can't really say exactly what's gonna happen. Let's go look at the sky cover. For tomorrow. We'll have some clouds around tomorrow in the morning, but I think by the afternoon we should see a good deal of sunshine. More clouds for Monday, obviously, and Tuesday, and then we get this front offshore hopefully by Wednesday, later Wednesday, hopefully. It's going to take its time, but we should get this front offshore. We should have a nice, mostly sunny day on Wednesday, and perhaps Thursday as well. So we should have another repeat of what we had last week with the 2 nice days in a row, and maybe even Friday. We might luck out and get sunshine that day too. So we'll have to see what happens. It looks like it tries to get these fronts through, which is good. So let's go to the NAM. And we'll go to the NAM sky cover now because it's higher resolution than the GFS. And you see here, as we get into tomorrow, showing a lot more clouds, particularly in the morning. But again, by the afternoon, it looks like a good deal of sunshine across our area. But then we'll see more of those clouds on Monday. And again, the chance for precipitation as we head into that stretch. So let's go look at the precipitation forecast on this. Because this does go a little further. Let me just put that wind direction on here. All right, so here's tomorrow. We're dry tomorrow. Again, some very isolated activity just to the north and the west. And then Monday, it looks like we're dry Monday too, actually. So it actually doesn't really bring much rain into the picture, even for Monday. It doesn't. So let's go to the RGM, and I'll look at the RGM for skies, and then we'll go to Wed Thu sky as well. So here's the RGM, showing some cirrus around. That's what I'm thinking, especially blow off or maybe some showers and thunderstorms off to the west. Monday is actually showing a good deal of sunshine with some cirrus. So a good deal of sunshine with some cirrus. It would be Tuesday that we might be dealing with more of the clouds, perhaps. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Let's go to the Wed Thu sky. There are just a couple more things that I want to look at. So here's the Wed Thu sky. Let's move this over to tomorrow. So you get an idea what it looks like tomorrow. Here it is, 1 o'clock. You can see that southwesterly wind, so that's going to mean mid-80s across Long Island. But there will be a sea breeze on the south shore. But again, it's going to be stronger out in Suffolk County. Jersey, forget it. You're not going to see it there. Here's 3 o'clock. So you're going to be probably close to 90 in Toms River at that time. And but Long Island, it looks like there's more of a sea breeze developing by this time. So hopefully it'll lower the temperatures down, hopefully, by then. We'll have to see. It should be a nice Father's Day. So, we'll probably have some clouds around. Let's see. Yeah, it's showing some clouds. So may have some clouds around. This is the HRRR clouds, and it's showing a decent amount of clouds. So I don't expect a nice blue sky like what we had, though. Maybe a little later in the afternoon, maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get that. Let me look at Monday now on this as well. Monday, obviously, a lot more clouds. You can see that. So we'll be more I think we'll have more clouds on Monday. But your Sunday should be nice. Just a little warm and still a little humid, but not as humid as today. So it'll be better than today. It'll definitely be more comfortable, but by no means will it be comfortable. It'll just be more comfortable than it was today. Not comfortable like it was yesterday, So let me just look at one other thing, earthnoolschool.net. I want to just look over our air, because there is an air quality alert in effect, so I want to look at several parameters with that. As far as our carbon monoxide, again, very high levels over our area. Once again, that's not at all a surprise. We'll go to the ocean temperatures, look at the sea surface temperature anomalies. So we're starting to see those water temperatures come up above normal here. We have those 7.6 degree Fahrenheit above normal ocean temperatures right there. You see off New England here. So that's quite above. That's quite a bit above normal. South of Long Island, it's only 2 degrees. The brighter reds and the oranges are where it's more above normal. The blues are where it's is below normal, but it's not that deep blue. So here's a deep blue patch where there's some cold water, but other than that, we're not really seeing all that much cold water going on. So because again, warmer oceans, this is all part of climate change. So let's look at some of the actual water temperatures across New England. So we have a 60-degree water temperature here in the Gulf of Maine, which again, 60 degrees is above normal for that area. And for Long Island, we are already seeing water temperatures in the mid-60s, which is a little bit slightly above normal for this time of the year, but not really all that much above normal. But the warmer waters is what fuels the storms, and that's always something to be concerned about. It also fuels the humidity as well. So let's go look at one more thing, and that is the ice outlook, which I figured while I'm going through all this other stuff, let's go and look at the ice outlook here and the Arctic sea ice situation here and see how we are doing. A stormy May over the eastern Arctic helped to spread the sea ice pack out and keep temperatures relatively mild for this time of the year. Here is our charts. When we look at this, here is what we have here, and you can see the areas that are darker blue have thinning ice. The areas that are bright white are still seems like there's still a decent amount of ice there. And we are no longer below the 2012. So at least we're a little bit above that. But we still have the whole summer to go. But hopefully maybe this year we'll avoid having a blue ocean event. But it is coming if we keep going the way we're going with our reckless, just reckless abuse of the planet that humanity is continuing to do, whether it be deforestation, whether it be driving these ridiculously large pickup trucks that nobody needs. These are all part of the reasons why we're seeing what we're seeing here. We've got a long summer to go. We don't see the minimum in ice until we get toward past. This reading was actually taken in mid-June. It's fairly recent, but you're going to see it decline much faster as we get into July and August and September. And we'll have to watch and see what happens with that. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.